Hi, I'm Olivia from Olivia C Hairdressing. I'm a salon owner and an educator in the northwest of England. Thank you for tuning into my straightener awareness videos. We've had lots of comments and questions from clients and fans on our Facebook page, but one of the biggest ones was why do I get horizontal lines on the hair when I straighten my hair? So if we're going to zoom in here, I've used some old straighteners so that I can give you the demonstration of what we're meaning here. So this kind of horizontal line that's showing down the hair can be caused by various different things. So the simplest solution is possibly that you're holding your straighteners too tightly as you're ironing through the hair. So if you can release your tension a little tiny bit on the iron, that will help with the situation. There is another reason why it can be caused by it. On some of the older technologies with straighteners, there is only one heat source within the plates of the straighteners. With a lot of the newer models of straighteners, you will find that there will be multiple heat sources. So that means that the plate of the ceramic straightener will be, the temperature of the plate will be even throughout. Whereas on some of the older models of straighteners, there will be one heat source in the middle and that will radiate out heat. So actually, the edges of the plates might not be quite the same temperature as the core of the plate. So look out for that when you're purchasing your next straighteners. The second thing that can help with these lines across the hair is if you check this out on your straighteners at home, if your plates touch, a lot of the newer models and the newer technologies will allow the plates to have a slight gap in between the plates. So I'm holding that together there, and you should be able to see that there's a bit of a gap in between the iron. This actually allows if you've ever noticed the steam when you're straightening, that's actually the moisture in the hair being released. So if there's a gap between the plates as you're straightening, it means that that steam can then be re-infused back into the hair, therefore adding more moisture and polish to the hair surface. So if I can just show you these are our Cloud 9s that we use within the salon. I actually prefer the touch iron, which is the newest model from Cloud 9. It's a little bit more of an automatic straightener, but actually if we switch it on and we go, it turns straight on to 195 degrees, which if you can see that, you can notice from the red dot, and that will turn it down straight away to 165 degrees, which means that you can use your hotter temperatures for curls and your cooler temperatures for whizzing over blow dries to keep them smooth. So if I just tap twice, I can get my straightener straight up to 195 degrees, and as soon as it stops flashing, it's hot enough, so it's really quick. And then once I work with that on the hair, obviously this is just a doll head. I don't tend to chop my clients' heads off. And I keep the iron relatively smooth and relatively slow. That steam that you can see is then being infused back into the hair, which should then give us a really smooth finish, which in comparison to the area at the front here with the marks on, it should look really clean. If I can turn that into the light for you, you should be able to see that. There's no horizontal marks. So the key to the issue is don't hold your straighteners too tight. Make sure your technology is new so that you can get a really clean heat across the plate of your ceramic straighteners. Also make sure that your straighteners aren't too hot. So if you do have a thermostat, make sure you turn it down slightly. The optimum temperature for smoothing over relatively straight hair already is probably about 180. If you're doing curls, you do need to turn them up slightly higher. Also be aware that any old models of straighteners, the thermostat control in there might not be quite as effective as it used to be when they were new. So what you do need to be aware of is that your irons aren't getting too hot, because that not only will give you lines across your hair, but it will also seriously damage your hair. So thank you for tuning into the first video in this series. In the second video, I'm going to be talking about how to protect your hair when straightening using different products and heat protectors, as well as how often you should be straightening your hair. So thank you for tuning in. I'm Olivia from Olivia C Hairdressing. See you next time.